Hi, this is Masters Radio, and we are online with Will Turpin of Collective Soul and Reel to Reel Studios and Serengeti Drivers. And are there other solo projects that you're working on now, Will?
Um, Only in my voice memos on my phone. Yeah. There's lots of songs. I'm so busy producing, but it's on the short list. I can't wait. I've reimagined Reel to Reel Studios, and we've really bumped up the gear and everything that's in here. So I can't keep doing everybody else's stuff without at least getting a stab at some of my new stuff.
Yeah, that's good. That's great. Now you're going to be on the road, what, in like 7 days with Collective Soul. And that's going to
That's
chew up
right.
some time, I'm sure. Yep, very good. Looks like a big tour. Um, some great people on board, as well as you doing some headline gigs on your own. Talking about the studio, I saw on the Facebook feed, you got a Mellotron?
We did Brian put that out there on Facebook? Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's actually the limited edition mahogany Mellotron. It's not in perfect working order, but my father started the studio in '76.
Mhm.
He was a part of the Atlanta music scene. He had so many friends, and so many of those professionals knew me as a little squirt running around as my father's oldest son. But that Mellotron was donated to the studio by one of my father's dear friends, and they
Yeah.
dropped it off just last week. It's an awesome piece, and I bet within a year we'll have it in 100% working order. It's going to be a little bit of
I
a
was just going to say, the tape strips still work? I mean, I think it's got
no.
some
You have to
tape.
that not on this one, but there is
Yeah.
people who specialize in this and can do this
Yeah.
again. I'm excited to get
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, there's a guy up in the DC area who does it that I've run into from time to time. That's amazing. Yeah, it looks good. I mean, I was wondering when I saw that, I thought, is this like because of where the new album was recorded at Elvis's place out in Palm Springs? Are you like going to put a little '70s feel into the studio? Is that where this is the beginning of?
There's definitely some vibe that we caught from Elvis's place. The town Palm Springs is also a cool vibe. So we had a blast just being a band and setting up in Elvis's main living room where he would have recorded vocals. I tell people there's only two people that have recorded in that room: Collective Soul and
Yeah,
Elvis. Uh,
yeah,
but we had a blast, and there was a lot of energy. I think that was different because it was Elvis's house. It was left just like he had left it. It was a bit of a time capsule, a little bit in
that's amazing.
disrepair. A lot of the stuff didn't work there. A lot of the bathrooms didn't work. There was one room that actually had an active leak, so it was in a little bit of disrepair, but plenty good enough for us. And as soon as we knew 1 degree away from the person who owned Elvis's house. We
Yeah,
met him about 4 years ago, and we knew that I think we probably had the same light bulb moment at the exact same time. We want to record there. So, yeah, and in
yeah,
the era where we rolled in some computers and a little bit of outboard gear and all of our instruments, the engineer booth was set up in Lisa Marie's bedroom when she would have been a young girl. And
mhm.
we just got at it for a month there in Palm Springs, and really felt good. We didn't even start out knowing that we were going to do a double record, but things were running so smoothly. Within the first week, we were aiming for a double record.
Yeah. I mean, so all the songs came together relatively quickly.
Yeah,
It's
Ed's
20
songwriting
songs.
is prolific, man. He's got no shortage of ideas. The question is, how can we get those ideas into Collective Soul's world, and how quickly and how smooth does the transition happen? And we were just rolling, man. We were on fire, and there's a handful of tunes that weren't recorded in Palm Springs. Um, the Bob Dylan tune is an
Mhm.
awesome live version from the
Yeah.
Ryman in Nashville.
Oh, yeah,
There's
where was it?
No Man's Land that we actually started recording just as a one-off. We started that recording in Ed's house, but the guts of this record, man, we were together, being a band, hanging out together, and waking up and creating music together.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you watched the Get Back series about the Beatles doing Let It
Oh yeah,
Be, and yeah, just come, 9 in the morning,
number
you
five.
show up 5, yeah, and just get it done. Yeah, that's fantastic. And not a lot of that goes on anymore. So, and some of it, just speaking of the Beatles, Sister and Mary. I mean, I just that's I'm thinking Obla di Obla da.
Yeah,
It has that fun, upbeat, almost polka esque rhythm to it that's really, really cool. But yeah, I wanted to ask if because there's 20 songs, I believe these things like sitting in on somebody's hard drive somewhere for years. He was waiting for the right time to put them out. Doesn't sound like it. You just did bang them all right there.
Yeah. It's like I said, Ed's ideas are prolific. He's 60 and nothing is slowed down in this guy or me at 53.
Yep.
We're as busy as we've ever been, and we love it. Yeah.
And it's and to listen to the sound of it, it is every bit as good as any other Collective Soul record out there. It is just it's got a little bit of everything that you guys have always done and a couple of new things. I think it seemed a little bit more keyboard presence in there, and I was wondering if you did that or if was that because
The
I know you
one
play.
piano tune is another one that Ed just pretty much had all those ideas for that piano tune, and
Okay.
that one's mainly Ed's vocal and piano, and
Yeah.
that's
Okay.
definitely.
Very cool. Very cool. Yeah. So I just wanted to touch base with you about that because it is an amazing record. I hope everybody
Thanks.
goes out and gets it because first of all, to get a double album from an artist
Yeah,
is a rare thing.
yeah.
With this age of throwing a single on Spotify and crossing your fingers, it'll get the top 100.
Yeah.
This is let's sit down and put out what we know is good work and let them come, and it does.
We Yeah, we still see the album concept as something that's normal and viable. It's a collection of things, whether it's pictures or songs. It's a collection of things from a certain era, and the ritual of opening up vinyl and putting vinyl on your record, that seems 100% viable to us and normal. So. And it seems to be taking off with everybody else. It seems to be on a fine comeback, and I don't think it'll ever really go away now. And even though we thought 20 years ago we wouldn't see that again, but I believe it's here and it's back to stay. There's something about the vinyl vibe and then the double record. Yeah, those are pretty rare, but again, something it's been 30 years with Collective Soul. Something we've always wanted to do was a double record. You know, Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, the White
Yep.
Album, All Things Must Pass. What was Led
Yep.
Zeppelin double record? Physical Graffiti, maybe. I can't
Songs in
remember.
the Key of Life. Yeah.
Yeah.
All of that. Yeah.
Right. Songs in the Key of Life. There you go. Double record.
Yep.
Something we always wanted to do, and people would laugh at us even in the 90s. Atlantic Records would be like, no, that's funny,
Yeah.
boys. But yeah, like I said, we got on a roll in Palm Springs at Elvis's place, and we were geared up to try to get a double record done.
It's great work. It's like I said, I listened to it and I thought this isn't something that was just filler to sort of have something to shove down people's throats before you go out on tour. This was clearly, vibe was the term you used, energy that came out, that banged the thing out. That's just fantastic. Um, so let's see. Current events, the Live Nation lawsuit. Any thoughts
Yeah,
on
I
that?
saw that run across my phone this morning on the way to the studio. I don't know. I don't know, man. It's all such gray area. I understand how the consumer gets bit, but I I also don't know of any other industry where everything doesn't bleed down to the consumer anyway. Like the consumer's always
Mhm.
the one that pays for it. Live Nation does a lot of good things that people don't understand also. So
Mhm.
it's a big gray area. I dare not weigh in on what I think should happen.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
the antitrust thing. It's like, it's a gray area. So
Yeah, yeah.
hopefully it won't put
As
us
you
too
said,
much.
it helped a lot. They probably hurt a lot, and a lot of people don't understand exactly where their ticket price money goes.
Mhm.
And I think that's part of it. Is had there been more transparency at Live Nation, maybe that might have helped. It's just when the government gets into the act, it's usually kind of bad. It's one thing for the competitors to all get together and sue, or the
Right.
people, their customers to sue, but when the government gets involved, there's something there,
Yeah.
And so it
I
might
think
be some
transparency is
opening
the
up
word
some
that can.
windows.
I think transparency is the word with that. It's like it got very confusing for people as to why they were paying so much for a service fee or whatever. And
Yeah.
it very well may be easy for them to justify it, but if there's no transparency, then nobody knows how it's justified. So
That's right. Yeah. If you're the
anyway,
only one that provides service, they're going to treat you like a utility.
right.
If you don't want to be treated like a utility, you better find a competitor. So, but yeah, very good. All right. Well, I don't want to take up any more of your time, but just to thank you and for the great music, for the support of Masters Radio, and also for just the opportunity to see you again. We're going to see if we can get out to the August show in the DC area.
Yeah.
See with Hootie the Blowfish, and I've just again, you've been a great supporter of Masters Radio all along. I want to thank you so much for that.
Yeah. Thanks, man. Exciting to hear what you guys are doing, and looking forward to it, man.
All right. Thanks so much. Get back to your day.